There we go. What's up, everybody? How's everybody doing? Nixon Gaming, Eleanor, Emerson, Oscar, Jason. You guys you're doing great. It doesn't matter who's first or second or third, although Nixon, shout out, buddy. You were first. Oh, we got some stuff to talk about. All kinds of stuff to talk about. Where do we begin is the question. Well, on your way in, slap the like. Let's start with that. What are we doing today? We're breaking some stuff open. We're going to do a little bit of Chrome as usual. This has just become a staple as it's the most affordable route to get into some Topps Chrome. Hobby boxes are super pricey, and the autos you pull out of there are usually some scrub pitcher that you've never heard of. So let's go for the pinks. You get 5 chances. A couple of these. Spreading the teams out a bit. Old reliable. The new and the best. A couple of hobby boxes. Trying to keep this one a little affordable. Keeping it under 30. And what else? So let's get into some baseball news. Baseball news. Okay, this is a little article. Yeah, I do mystery box breaks, Legacy. I did a little series. Go back, I don't know, a few months ago, I got into some mystery boxes. And that was pretty fun, but, I got a couple of decent things, but nothing great. It was mostly to entertain you guys. Okay. News. Very important. MLB news for collecting, for card collecting. Let's turn this down a touch. Because people react. People react to the news. Savale. Once again, the Indians hit a home run because he's really good. Fired 3 perfect innings on Tuesday. You can't read too much into this stuff, but in his debut against the Brewers, he's only 25. He was extremely impressive, recording 3 strikeouts over 3 flawless frames. The 25-year-old righty has generated a ton of buzz within fantasy circles after making several key changes this offseason. Here comes the gravy. In addition to shortening his arm path, he's also transitioned from a traditional changeup to a split changeup, which pairs better with the rest of his existing arsenal. He's firmly entrenched as the Indian starting rotation. In the Indian starting rotation, of course he is. It appears he's primed for a massive breakthrough campaign. Late round target in all fantasy formats. Brandon Woodruff, he's got a back. The outing when is planned. Good for him. Javier Guerrera, out 2 to 4 weeks with a UCL sprain. Jose Castillo, Tommy John, Joey Gallo launched a 3-run homer and collected 4 RBIs on Thursday, leading the Rangers to a 5-3 victory over the Padres in the 7th inning Cactus League contest. Yeah, it's Joey Gallo. That's what he's going to do. He's going to hit a home run, and he's going to bat 181 while doing it. And we're looking for him to get about 40 this year. That would be great for him and the Rangers. Max Scherzer, ankle, will make his spring league debut Friday. He's ready to go. He's rip-raring ready to go. He's not just ready to go. He's rip-raring. Now, this is some interesting news right here. Remember Mickey Moniak? Anybody? Crickets out there. Well, he was the number 1 pick in 2016. So he had a decent day. He homered in both of his at-bats on Thursday as the Phillies crushed the Yankees 15-0. Ty, I see your super chat. Thank you. Happy Thursday from Ty. Thank you for the super chat. I'm going to miss a lot of chat right now as I'm reading this, but I appreciate it. So he homered in both of his at-bats. The Phillies have been talking up Moniak since the beginning of camp, and while that's probably not going to get him a job on opening day, there's some hope that he could enter the picture in center field at some point during the season. This says realistically he's probably going to wind up as an extra outfielder for the long haul, but perhaps there's still a chance that the first overall pick in the 2016 draft will prove to be a late bloomer. They're calling him a late bloomer. He's 22. Some guys don't even get drafted till they're 22. So I wouldn't call that a late bloomer. I mean, he was drafted out of high school. Give the poor kid a chance. Mondesi, foot, will run the bases and work on sliding. Okay. Castellanos, he's got a finger. He'll be all right. Should be 100% by opening day. Max Fried will not make his scheduled Grapefruit League start on Friday after a potential exposure to someone who had a potential exposure from someone who was potentially exposed. I mean, you see how it could just keep going on and on and on and on and on. But anyway. What else? Anything else? Real quick. Danny Santana, Jesse Winker, Yu Darvish. So Darvish is going to make his Cactus League debut on Sunday. Paddock will take the bump for the Padres on Saturday. Piggybacked by Morejon, Musgrove will debut on Friday. Darvish is currently going as the 6th overall starting pitcher off the board. This is important for you fantasy folks. Poor Nate Pearson diagnosed with a grade 1 strain of his right groin. Yowzers. Drew, we're going to open at 7 o'clock, boss. We're just talking baseball news. It's important for collecting because these prices are very volatile. And Framber Valdez fractured his left ring finger and he's going to go undergo surgery. So that's no fun for him. How about, there was a little article I wanted to dive into because this is just gravy. 2021 undervalued players. I didn't read it at all. I was just waiting for this. Get out of here, advertisement. Nobody likes you. All right, so catchers. Francisco Mejia, 230. Number 230 in the top 300. We got Gary Sanchez and Will Smith. So this guy says, I'm typically not a proponent of simply waiting until the end of drafts to address the catcher spot. Me neither. Catchers are kind of like kickers when it comes to fantasy. Kickers or maybe, I don't know, maybe tight ends would be a better, more like tight ends. Because they're important. And if you get one that's really good, it can change your team. I had Grandal last year, and he was a really important part of my team because everybody else had suck catchers, and I had an awesome one who had multiple position eligibility. But this dude's saying that if Smith and Sanchez don't tumble, then Mejia is his favorite over Zunino, and that is plenty of catcher talk for me. But first base, now we're getting interesting. CJ Cron, Vladdy, Josh Bell, Mountcastle, and Nate Lowe. Vladdy's going 47th overall, so there's still a lot of Vladdy love. Josh Bell, 132nd. That seems like a pretty decent pick. A nice amount of power to be drafted that low. And Mountcastle. Look how low Mountcastle's going. People are sleeping on him a little bit. This guy says it's been a struggle to come up with value picks at first base the last 2 years, though I was granted a nice boon when Cron, who I typically like anyway, landed with the Rockies on a minor league deal. Obviously, his ADP will be moving up now, but I still expect that he's at least a modest bargain. Yeah, Cron at Coors. Good call. I didn't even think about that. I didn't even know Cron was at Coors. This is why we read this kind of stuff. These are just sleepers, though. I don't think Alonso's a sleeper. Second base. Second base is always tough. There's not a lot of good second basemen. Ketel Marte had a down year, and he's 66th overall, which is like, no thanks. He might have a great season, but I wait for, not always, but I like to wait for second baseman too. They're not going to make or break you. I'd much rather grab somebody who will provide a little more. Because look who we're talking about. We're talking about Ryan McMahon, like Nick Madrigal, okay, but he's not going to get the ABs. Dylan Moore, Brendan Rodgers, How about third base? This is much more interesting. Brian Hayes, 74th. So this has implications for the card collecting world. just to give you an idea of where people value him, like normal people, not degenerates like us. 74th player overall in the top 300. And then Matt Chapman is after him. Matt Chapman's a stud. And he's going 97th now. He's coming off a surgery, so that has a little something to do with it. And Brian Anderson, always just kind of getting it done, but not producing a ton of stats. This guy says, based on his middling minor league numbers, I wasn't expecting a whole lot from Hayes following his call-up last year. He turned out to be one of the NL's 3 best players in his 24 games, hitting .376, .442, .682 with 5 homers. So now the surprise is that people aren't taking him more seriously. What? So now the surprise is that people aren't taking him more seriously now. This guy, did he just learn how to write? He's in a bad situation in Pittsburgh, of course, but I think the top half of the order will be a little better than people expect. Also, Hayes is really fast. Who wrote this article? Matthew Perliall. Hayes is fast. Thank you, Matthew Perliall. Shortstop, Carlos Correa. This is a fun one too. Mondesi, Seager, Rosario, Adames. I wouldn't touch Adames with a 10-foot pole with Wander lurking right there. He might get some of his ABs taken away. But Correa, probably going a little too high, 52nd overall. He's never been actually that great of a producer. He's solid, but he's kind of dropped off a little bit. Mondesi, 14th. Woo! Much rather have Seager because he provides power, 23rd overall, and Rosario getting a little bit of love. What else? And then outfield, 80,000 different people in the outfield. If you wondered what people think of Luis Robert, 22nd overall in the top 300. That's too high, in my opinion, but hey. And Eloy's going above him. I'd rather have Eloy probably just based on batting order alone. Not for card collecting, just fantasy purposes. This is ridiculous. Buxton, 27th. No thanks. You can take him. Rosario, I'd rather have Rosario. 77th. I'll take Rosario over Buxton 100 times out of 100 for fantasy purposes. Senzel. Now we got a sneaky little pick because Senzel is going to get some run this year. And third base is a position that, you could take a chance on. Teoscar Hernandez, 59th. I'd pass. I don't think he's proven it yet. I think last year maybe I think he performed a little bit better than his career numbers would indicate he's capable of doing last year. And Kepler, I always like Kepler too because he leads off and he's got power. He's got multi-home run power. And that, ladies and gentlemen, there's some starting pitchers. We all love starting pitchers, don't we? We'll move on. One last story before we get going. Why don't we get something soaking too? So today was a day of, I guess you could call it pleasure spiked with pain, or vice versa. Was it pain spiked with pleasure? I don't know. There wasn't a whole lot of pleasure, but I'll tell you about it. So I sold my biggest card today. And man, I raised him. I raised this card since he was just a boy. I nurtured him. I sent him away off to boarding school, and he came back a grown man. I'm talking about my Corbin Carroll, PSA 10, true blue on-card auto, Bowman first. My boy. But every once in a while, if you want to stay in the game, you gotta make a sale. And I was offered a very reasonable price. And I didn't. You guys can. I know you can relate. When you've got a card like that, I bought it raw. I sent it away for 7 months. Got it back, and it was a gem, baby. PSA 10. Mwah. Beautiful. Gorgeous. True blue, shimmering, shining. And it's just so hard to let go sometimes. So hard. Why did I sell it? Because I needed the money. Just as simple as that. I just, I want to be able to buy a box of cards and some other cards here and there for the PC. So you got to let some go every once in a while. But it was an eBay sale. Yeah, I got $1,600 for it. That's my biggest sale ever for a single baseball card. And man, it's a gorgeous card. I couldn't pull the trigger at first. I had to ask, even though I know as much, if not more than anybody. I had to hey, should I do this? Asking my wife, asking my friends. Had to run it by Cubby. Cubby's ultra modern expert. And finally I'm okay, I'm just going to do it. I got to do it. And let's move on and we'll look forward. So, inevitably what's going to happen is he'll probably get it and then put it on there for double what he paid for it. But you can't look backwards. A lesson to everybody. When you sell a card, you can mourn for a day, but don't look backwards. Don't look back, man. Just look forward. Onward! You ready? You ready to randomize? Corbin Carroll, baseball card kid. PSA 10, true blue on-card auto. Gorgeous card. Just gorgeous. King Arthur's got it right. When it comes down to it, you got $1,600 for a piece of cardboard. I know. But today I can mourn. But tomorrow I have to move on. That's the deal. I can mourn my pal Corbin. Because that was my guy. I picked Corbin Carroll as my guy. He was going to be my guy, right? And that's why I bought that card. Oh, I got $1,600, Drew. It's a very fair price. Both parties happy. It's the way you want to deal. I talked to the guy. He seemed like a great guy. We talked baseball cards. So maybe he'll be here. I told him to swing by the stream tonight. Yes, rest in peace, my friend. You're going to a good home. Let's get these out of order. There we go. Going to the team list. 3 times. 1, 2, and 3. Plopping them down. Pirates on top. Going back to the buy-ins. Art, if you're going to be like that, you're going to get banned for life. It's ridiculous. We don't allow nonsense like that around here. There's a 5. One more comment and you're banned. Mods, keep an eye on them. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Tie on top with the Pirates. Someone ban him. I'll do it if I can catch him. There we go. Oh, someone already got him. Good. Excellent. Okay. Let me put these in order. That would help, wouldn't it? A to Z style. All right. Diamondbacks, Robert H. Braves, Mitch S. Orioles, Jason B. Red Sox, Christopher F. Cubs, Christopher G. White Sox, Christopher T. 3 Christophers in a row. Reds, Adrian L. Indians, Oliver S. Rockies, Brian A. Tigers, Greg T. Astros, Chris B. Royals, Lenny L. Angels, Brandon M. Dodgers, Kiri H. Marlins, Matthew J. Brewers, Trevor D. Twins, Matthew B. Mets, George S. Yankees, Daniel B. Athletics, Dennis B. Phillies, Jacob W. Pirates Ty L, Padres Ernesto F, Giants James S, Mariners Brian T, Cardinals Daniel M, Rays Donald J, Rangers Brandon K, Blue Jays Robert B, Nationals Jack H. Good luck, everybody. Get into that real easy kind of mood where you're kicking back, not a care in the world. It's not like you just sold your favorite card or one of them. It's not like you just sold your baby boy and you feel awful about it. There you go. Drop that link. No, I'm sticking to PSA 357. We're gonna go strong on PSA for the long haul. If you got an alt account, we'll just ban that one too. It's fun. Venus with the $4.99 super chasers. Let's go! That's right. Let's get fired up, baby. If anybody's interested in becoming a slammer, let me drop the link. Slammers get first access to breaks. I email them and they buy it up quick, man. The one today went so fast. And there was a technical difficulty at first. Everybody's like, did that sell out in a matter of seconds? No, a matter of like a minute and a half. It was really fast. So here's what I'm going to say to any of the slammers in the chat. I'm going to list a break tomorrow. If you've already gotten in on a break this week, if you wouldn't mind holding off getting into the next one, give it like 15 minutes, 30 minutes, something like that, before you buy into the next one that I list tomorrow. I want to give some of the other slammers a chance to get in if they missed out. I don't know what the break's going to be yet. It'll be something similar to the one that we're doing tonight, though. So all right, let me print my copy off and we'll be ready to rip. Mickey Moniak. What is up with him? He's got me intrigued. All right, I'm going to grab that and I'll be right back. This has been soaking, by the way. Because I heard you going upstairs. All right. If you guys want to see some fire, slap that like. That's the only way it'll happen. The unbridled, raw willpower of the masses. Well. Are we gonna... Yeah, we'll do it like we always do. Oops. Got one of those chairs with like 5 rollers on it, and they run into the stand here every once in a while. All right, sorry, I'm looking at the chat now, finally. What's up, everybody? SD card collector drooling. Yeah, I got a nice little collection back there. A wax collection. I don't know what I enjoy more, collecting wax or collecting individual cards. Probably the cards, but the wax is fun too. Because it's a willpower game. You test your willpower daily. It's just like, I wanna, don't do it. Don't do it. But no. It's a good exercise. got a Randy cracked ice. Nice, Jose. Thomas says, I opened my first ever MLB pack in a decade and got decade's next Tatis. Congratulations. Welcome back to the game. We've been waiting for you. All right. There's all kinds of good rookies in here. That's why I love this product. Warwick, your advice should not be free. Boom. And I love giving stuff for free, though, because that's how you provide. It's just the best way to go. Just give as much as you can. You know, obviously, I'm not a rich man, so I can give my thoughts, though, and then my advice to an extent. But I don't want to steer anybody wrong. You know. All right, come on. Devers is the guy we're looking for. I have a feeling that the Devers market's just going to tick up a little bit. Tick tock on the Devers. Watch. You know what I mean? This looks awfully similar to yesterday's pack with JD Davis. I got all the breaks out too. Yesterday's and the day before. Sorted, pack, shipped, out the door, on their way to your house. I've been working really hard. And I've been working on that video too. I don't know when to stop with the research. Like, the baseball card rabbit hole is so deep that you could just get lost in there. Alice in Wonderland style. Hey, we got a blue Legends in the making. Nolan. Going to Colorado. I love these blues, man. The card. I love the card. The insert. Love it. Who's got the Rockies? Brian. Oliver got a nice Madrigal SP from a retail pack at Walmart. Sweet. How'd you find that, man? Was it just sitting there? Retail? Did you get lucky? Caden says, Devers market already ticked up. Saw a PSA 10 for 50. Waited, and then it was 55. Yeah, well, that's a short-term fluctuation, though. Because the cards on a short term, like cards like that, will just like tick, 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 up, down, up, down, up, down. Talking about a long-term upward crescendo where that $50 card turns into a $150 card. Or $100, let's just say 100. We're not going to get too crazy with like a 3x markup. There's my boy. They want Victor to lead off this year. And if Victor leads off this year, he's still young. He has huge potential still. Here's a guy who could tick up. I don't know. He's gonna have to do a lot of things. But if he leads off, whew, Victor. I like Victor. I kind of just... All right, you guys choose. One of these players, only one, is going on a stand. The Legends in the making, Blue, Nolan, or the Victor rookie. Put it in the chat real quick. Who deserves a stand? You can say neither. That doesn't hurt my feelings, but... What do we think, guys? Robles, Nolan, Robles. Okay. That's all I needed. Thank you. You know, I thought I'd give a little love to Nolan. Oh, and the Verdugo. What a pack, guys. This is why we love this stuff. Verdugo rookie, too. Hobby's starting to become relevant. Just wait. I hate being right about the wax prices, but 2018 Series 1 is going to start ticking up, too. Just about the time when Robles leads off and Verdugo starts hammering. I mean, as long as he can stay healthy for a full season, there's a couple of guys right there that are affordable right now because there's so many that aren't. So many players are not affordable for a everyday Joe until we get that stimulus money. Am I right? Wait till that stimulus money starts pumping in, you guys. It's going to get out of control. It already is. It's just going to get silly. Kiri got a PSA 10 Adley. Sweet. Did you, so you bought it, or did you send it away, or how'd that work out? Because I've been looking at Adleys too. I almost got a purple Adley the other day, PSA 10. I bid on it, and it went up at the last minute, and I didn't win it. It's probably the best, but it was, man, it was still cheap, the price it went for. You know how when you're like looking at stuff on eBay and there's an auction and you're like, in your mind, you go, okay, the most I'm going to pay for this is X. And then you sit there and maybe you put a snipe in. Well, that happened. And in my mind, I'm like, man, that's like a $400 card. But it was around like 200. And I'm like, I'll go $299. And then that's as high as I'm going to go. I'll probably get it for that price. What does it sell for? $302. PSA 10 purple Adley to $250. Sigh. Big sigh. You got it out of a Break Kings box. Sweet, dude. Break Kings? You know what I have right here? I have a Sports Kings box. I've never opened one. And it's been sitting here for a while. I was going to do a personal, like offer it as a personal rip, but I haven't even watched anybody open it. I don't know how it works. All I know is it's got several hits in it. Here's our turkey. Andy Pettit. Followed by something backwards. Oh, a blue Mackenzie Gore. #1 pitching prospect. That's not bad. Everybody loves these #1 prospect cards. Does that deserve? I think it might. I don't know. Does that deserve a stand? I'm going to put it in a top loader. If I can open this thing up. Okay, there we go. Because that looks like, man, I'm looking at the corners on this thing and the edges. For these blues, it's tough. Even the back looks good, man, with that black back. Pretty nice card. Ernesto. Tate says it's stand worthy. If Tate says it's stand worthy, then boom. Grandal, Rendon, Keyboom, and Jeter for the Turkeys. There's a Madrigal, #1 prospect. That he is. Why isn't there much of a market for the prospect cards? I don't really know. I think it's because it's a subset. And subsets usually don't have much of a market. There's a Nico debut. Remember, we didn't know. We didn't know what the market was going to be for those. We thought they might be pretty good because there wasn't much else out of update. But as this update ages, it's not so bad. What's up, Robert? Always hooking me up. Thank you, Robert, with the stick of chat. Fist bumping. Appreciate you. You guys, the super chats and the sticker chats, they really help. I appreciate every one of them. There's a trout. How many trouts did we get in the last break? Pop quiz. Out of that one box, how many trouts did we get? There's 2. Redskins fan says, I bought today a 2019 Series 2 Jumbo for a guy that his wife told him to get rid of his cards and sold it. What? For $159. You got a steal. What a deal. 3. Yep, you guys are right. Oh, Robert. No, wasn't it 3? I think it was 3, Robert. Yeah, it was 3. 1, 2, 3. Or was it 4? Jeez, I thought it was 3. I know it was at least 3 of these base ones. It was 3 of these base ones, and there might have been a 4th in there somewhere. You know, when the teacher doesn't even know the answer, that's when you know you're in a public school. Ba-dum-bum. Oh, the relic. Good call, Daniel. But that wasn't out of... I was just talking about that one pack, that one little box that we had. It was just a hanger box like that. So it was 3, and then we got the relic, made 4, and then I'm sure there are about a bunch of other ones too. Okay, now we're on to the gravy stuff that every single one, it seems like there's something good in here. So I'm going to keep adding them. We're going to keep adding them. Why not? Somebody gets happy every single time. Watch. Watch what happens. Just watch. We got 2 of them, so if there's nothing in this one, I can redeem myself with that one. You got a 10. Mike says, I got back a PSA 10 taco today, selling it on eBay. I thought you were good. I read a 10 pack of tacos and I got hungry. Because I love getting a 10 pack of tacos and then seeing how many I can eat. Oh, baby, that's a sick card. The Keston gold stamp. That is sweet. Keston rookie debut gold stamp. Told ya. It's like every pack has something cool in it. Going to Trevor. I'm on the Keston train. Slap that like if you like this card. Why wouldn't you? The gold stamps are cool. You want to know the underrated thing about the gold stamp? Is the tops is in gold as well. The gold foil. Not everybody knows that. Stand worthy indeed, thanks Tate. Duplantier with his beautiful goggles. Acuna Home Run Derby Cup card. Very cool, blowing a bubble. Iconic. There it is. What a pack. What'd I tell ya? That's a $150 card in a PSA 10. Followed up by a Vlad home run rookie. You guys. I don't know how much more proof you need. Ernesto. Bang, bang. Just like that. Just like that, we're filling up the stands. And we haven't even gotten to the hobby boxes yet. I love this. What a fun time. There we go. How about this one? You know, the home run derbies don't hold as much value, but it's still a Vlad rookie. Going to Robert B. Daniel with the $2 for the Tatis. Let's go fire. Brendan Rodgers. Remember, we were just talking about him. He's going to get some playing time this year. See if he can prove it. I know there's some Brendan Rodgers fans out there. He's old as the hills, though. 25 is as old as the hills when it comes to me. Like prospecting players. Especially, I don't know. Like 24, you know, is my cutoff usually. But this is a couple of years ago, so I can't hold it against him. Okay, another pack, because why not? You know what? I think I'm gonna add, like, maybe for tomorrow's break, we're gonna do. See, here's the thing with this is I don't want somebody getting like all the Tatises. I like to spread it around so it's like a different person every time getting the Tatis. So that's why I don't want to do like a whole bunch of one kind of thing. There we go. Pete Alonso rookie debut. This stuff is gold. Buy some. If you can find this for a reasonable price. 2019 update. Pete Alonso rookie debut. Every pack, you guys. I hesitate. I'm not going to put that one on a stand, but it's close. That one's going to George. Congratulations, George. Well, here we go. Oh, I thought that was Vlad. Sorry. I thought for sure that was the Vlad. It was upside down and everything. No, it's Thomas Pannone. Sorry. I got to give you at least one fake out per. It's $7.50 for. I don't know about buying hobby packs, Zach. Like fat packs are cool. Hobby packs, depends on what you're like. If you're talking about your hobby shop, that's one thing. But if you're talking about just buying it on eBay or something, don't do that. Anthony with the $4.99 super chat. Pete Alonso, fire! Thank you, Anthony. The Bryce stuff. Cardman John, Alonso super collector. You're digging it then. I know you're digging it. Lots of people love Pete. Why wouldn't you? Why wouldn't you love Pete? He's like a big teddy bear. Never lifted a single weight in his whole life. Just like Vlad. There's another Pete. All-Star Game Pete. Is that it's almost an identical photo, but it's just his batting stance. And he's got the gold plating over there. The All-Star Game. Cool. 2 Petes. Let's keep it going. What's up, Stan? How are you doing tonight? 2 Petes. The star of the show lately has been these packs, hasn't it? Austin Riley rookie. See? God, everybody's sleeping on this stuff still. You can still get it for a very low price. Don't tell anybody else. Just go out yourself and find it. Boom, boom, boom. Okay. Unreal. I love it. Couple of these. We got 10 pinks. 10 shots at a bang, bang, bang. Steve says, going through withdrawals, haven't opened anything since Saturday. What should you get? What do you think about getting, Steve? You gonna get something? Although, man, I got a report from Cubby today that he went into the card shop and there was nothing in there. Like bare shelves. So he had to settle for just there's like a couple of boxes of like the low end stuff that we don't even touch around here. So it's the card apocalypse. The card apocalypse is on us, and anybody who is still upset, which I get it, nobody wants them to mass produce stuff. But if you start getting upset that they're producing too much of this stuff, just remember, there are so many people that want to open stuff that they have to. They don't have to, but the demand is there, so why wouldn't they? Right? I mean, we don't want them to go crazy, but we want enough product for everybody to have a little bit of something to open. You don't want to go into the card shop and have nothing on the shelves. You're already going into retail stores and not being able to find anything. Daniel with the $5 super chat. Super chat to end the pink bad luck. It's due to turn. Come on. Thanks, Daniel. Let's do this. We're going to get a good pink today. I can feel it in my plums. Well, we got a prism. Ooh. I think that's the Eloy. That's a nice one. Brian Reynolds. No, looked like it could have been the Eloy, but Brian Reynolds. Due for a bounce back? I need to get better at calling cards. The only one I really call is that Tatis when I see it. The 2019 Series 2 Tatis. I can smell it from a mile away. Burnout is real. You're right. We want long term. Yep. But what do you do? You know, if there's nothing to open, then there's nobody new that's going to be able to come in and, you know, enjoy the hobby. Got to have some stuff to open. I suppose what would happen is they'd have to find something, anything, right? So they'd go back in time and maybe find some like archives. There's Randy hanging out on top. Didn't even see him there. I was just staring off into the wilderness. Randy Rosarina, Chrome, going to Daniel. Look at that. Comes back to you right away. Paying it forward. And he gets a little something. The Randy. Are we going to get another Lux? I knew Eloy was coming. I did call that, by the way. But are we going to get another Lux like this? It seems like we've gotten one every single time we open these. Mike says, opened 11 Chrome Valley packs the other day. Hit 2 pink Jordans, pink Lewis, pink Lux, base Bo, gold Murphy, Marvel Auto, De Jong negative, 2 Acuna. Wow, yeah, I'll say. How about a Nico refractor? I'll take that. Refractors are glorious, especially if Nico finally... He's almost there to the old as the hills point, but he's not quite. Let's save that pink. We'll open them both at the same time. Like one hand, I'll be opening this one somehow, and one hand, no, that's impossible. Wouldn't that be sweet, though? If you could open a pack with one hand? I wonder if I could do that. I'm going to try. Like double fisting it, kind of, but with packs. That's when you know you've got a problem. If you're just like double fisting packs as fast as you can for your own personal openings. I don't care says, is 2019 Update Blaster a good for 50? 2019 Update Blaster good for 50. That seems a little on the high end. Because I'm thinking it should be about 40. But I haven't looked at the blasters, so I can't say for sure. But it seems a little high. Aquino, Chris Bryant. Yeah, I can shuffle chips with both hands, but my right is better. I'm an expert chip shuffler. Bellinger. Nola rookie. Isan. StrikerBreaks.com is the website. Go there. Subscribe if you haven't. It's free. Don't cost nothing. Takes you about 10 seconds. Just put your email address in there. That way I can get a hold of you if we're doing something fun. You never know when I'll be kicked off of YouTube for saying something true. So it'd be good to be able to get a hold of y'all if and when that happens. There we go. Refractor Aquino. Going to Adrian. You can shuffle Doritos. That's quite a skill. I'd like to see that. You know how you can take a chip and like... Let me see if I can... You can take like a chip and do this. I can kind of do it with a baseball card. It's a little more difficult. Well, maybe not. Yeah, I can do that with both hands too. To an extent. It's kind of hard. Dexterity requires a lot of dexterity. I do have Twitch ready to go, Rob, but I tried to do the multi-stream thing and it didn't work, and I haven't tried again. But as soon as I get the PC in the mail, which they haven't even started building it, I paid for it, kind of, like 2 weeks ago. I ordered it 2 weeks ago. They haven't even started building it, so who knows? But I officially went to the computer shop today and told the guy, don't bother looking for those graphics cards anymore for me. I went a different route. All right, we're getting a good pink. It's going to happen. Come on. Tony Gonsolin. Not quite, but I do like Tony Gonsolin. You all know that. Yeah, Twitch is just waiting, just ready to go. Never used it. I feel like a total noob with Twitch, though. Okay, this is a different pack. We might have some luck here. Different kind of pack. Come on, baby. Chris Bryant. Aaron Judge. It's a superstar player at least. How's it going, Jack? I mean, it's limited to about maybe... There's only maybe 6 or 7 that'll qualify as being really good. Harold Ramirez, not one of them, no. We didn't make it happen today. Next time. I got a few more of these packs. Eventually they're going to run out, though. All right, to the 2021 stuff. Rick says, big fan Stryker from Ontario, Canada. Shout out, brother. Okay. Haven't pulled out Billy in a while. He's looking for some love. He's looking for a little bit of hooking. Hooking is legal where Billy's from. I don't want to get too deep though, because this box is a little squirrely. Zach digging on Casey Mize. Yes, we see. We see you like Casey Mize. Let's get him. I might get a Casey Mize in this, indeed. We will for sure. How about that? How about I guarantee it? I guarantee a Casey Mize out of here. And if we don't get one, I'll take one out of my personal collection and give it to Greg. Greg, you got the Tigers. So I guarantee you a Casey Mize out of here. Jen, they just raised the price. It was 15, now it's 25. That's going to prevent a lot of people from sending a bunch of cards in. So I think what it's going to do is it's going to stop the massive influx of cards. It's going to give PSA a little bit of time to catch their breath, get caught up on some stuff. And then what's going to happen is the lower end cards that people are sending in are not going to get sent in. So a lot of this 2021 stuff, people had ideas, big ideas of sending away bunches of rookies. I think that's going to put that on hold because we don't know yet who's going to shake out to be the best rookie out of this class. So we're not going to see a bunch of PSA 10s and 9s coming through the works like we would have in 6 to 7 months if they wouldn't have raised their price. Unless some people got it in early. I mean, we will see some, and still people will send some, but it's not a smart decision right now to spend $25 on, let's say, for example, Nick Madrigal. I don't know. I'm just pulling his name out. Who knows? Like, is he going to be worth anything? Like, is it worth $25 to maybe get a 9? Probably not. Whereas if it was only 15, I think you got some more wiggle room in there to possibly get a 9 and either, make a couple bucks maybe. But at $25, if you get a 9, I don't think you're going to do very well on your Nick Madrigal cards at this time. Maybe you will. And we're still going to see some Joe Adells. But it's not exactly like prime time to send Tyler Stevenson bulk 25 bulk PSA submissions, because first of all, he's older than the Hills, and well, that's it. I'm sure he's fine, but so I think it's probably a good thing. Alonso hit a salami today. Thank you, board, for your restraint. That took off. You opened 2 fat packs of 2019 update. Pulled the Tatis rookie debut and the 35th Vlad. Excellent. Good job, Matt. See? I will never lead you guys astray. Well, there's a Mize. Right off the bat, you'll probably get the base too. So there's 1 Stryker guarantee in the books. I'll even put him in a little sleeve just for safekeeping right now. Yeah, Tatis with his grand sleeve. Yeah, Tatis is so good. You don't offer someone $340 million if you're just like, I think he might be good. No. It's like, he's going to be one of the best players ever if he stays healthy. Which is why I keep saying the ceiling, we got to look at ceiling prices for cards to know what to expect. Ceilings are broken all the time, but at least to have some idea of what to expect. There's a nice Bowman. Going to Jacob. And I think Tatis's prices, I think the ceiling for his prices are somewhere around what Trout's are. And that means that a base Tatis rookie, we're talking top series 2, could end up being $6,000. Will it? No, I'm not going to make that guarantee. But I could see it getting up to $1,000 fairly soon within a couple of years. He needs to have a couple of years of like 5+ WAR, which he's projected for a 5+ WAR this year. And he's only 22. What is this? Oh, it's a Carlson SP. Nice. Look at that. That is what that is, right? A 30? Yeah. Cool. Going to Daniel. Dan. Dude, you got hooked up. That's what it is. You know the trick. Super chat luck. Sweet. I haven't seen that one yet. I like it a lot. With the like baby blue. Very cool. What? Ricardo says, I saw a gold Tatis rookie debut for $9.99 on eBay last night. Debut. I know. That's why we've been opening that update, because the debuts are going through the roof. Like that card right there, just a regular Tatis debut in a PSA 10 is like $150. Daniel padding it with another super chat. More luck to come. Thanks. Thank you, Daniel. Love it. Here's a couple guys I'm talking about. Jimenez and Madrigal. Before the PSA increase, why not? Just send them in, right? Get a 10. Hey, make some money. But now you got to be awfully sure you're going to get a 10. And I don't know. I don't know. Who does? Nobody really knows. Especially, you got to see a few of them graded to kind of get an idea of what the 10s look like, maybe. You can take a risk, send it in. Did I stop halfway through a pack? I did. Yeah. You don't have to do that, but these ones are they're awfully tricky to get a good idea of the centering because of the way that they're like multi-layered. The frame around it is multi-layered, the border. We got a new member. Who's a new member? Sorry, I missed that. Let me give you a shout out if I can find it. New member. Christopher's a new member. We got a new hitter. Welcome, Christopher. Thank you for joining. If you want to become a member, hit the join button. It's all of $1.99 a month. Probably can't even get a cup of coffee for that. But it all helps. And you do want to be a legend, don't you? Mike Trout. Mike Trout. Sold a red Dalbec and was awful top to bottom. Yeah, Jose, they are. The parallels seem to be off-centered. Maybe it's just because you can spot it easier. Like it's easier to tell that they're OC, I think. Or maybe they're just, I don't know. Maybe they're just more OC. I don't really know. But I do know that I have seen a lot of them, and you're right. Miggy. Mike Stanton. Daniel has just become a hitter. Welcome, Daniel. Thank you for joining. You're now bestowed the honor of slammer, hitter, and all-around crusher. Kyle Lewis Cup. How about we pull... Here's something. I was just going to say. Here we go. I bet you this is our gold. Let's see. Someone big? Bobby Delbeck. We were just talking about him. That's not bad. That's not a bad gold to get, man. One of the better ones we've pulled. These are so hard to pull that even a Bobby Delbeck looks like a great card. Look at that. 1621 of 2021. Is that an eBay 1 of 1? We can call whatever we want an eBay 101. Here's the best part about this card is it's very sharp. That top right has the smallest little speck of white on there, but all the other corners are good. And these golds are super hard, always have been, to gem up. I've been looking at pop reports, and for golds, man, it's probably the lowest I've seen. Pop rates. You just found a mega box in the wild. No way. Those are going for, like, if you're talking about 2020 Topps Chrome mega box, if that's what you're talking about, those are like $170 a piece. The 2019 Topps Chrome mega boxes are, I don't, like, they just go up exponentially. They're probably like 500 now. I don't know. They're so expensive. And 2018s are probably like 300. I mean, just. Oh, these Series 1 Megas. Okay, yeah. I haven't seen any of those either in the wild. Yeah, you probably are talking about that, aren't you? I jumped the gun a little bit. You talk Mega and I start going right to Topps Chrome. Even though there's like probably 1, 2, 3, probably 4 or 5 or 6 different mega boxes every year that they come out with. Yeah, I've given up, Daniel. Because the last several times I've gone, there's been nothing. Not only has there been nothing, but the guy hasn't even restocked. So I just gave up. Mountcastle. Going to Jason. Tatis. Yeah, it is a waste of gas and wear and tear on your vehicle and your time. It's a waste of 3 important things. Oh, what is this? Why is that upside down? Is that a special one? It looks special. I don't know if it is, but that's a cool card. Brian says, rumors are employees buy up cards right when they stock. Wouldn't you? Can't blame them. They got to come up with some way, you know, putting them behind the counter and a max of 2 per employees and everybody. You're only allowed 2. What's up, FBI? Dr. Sticks in the hizzy. But what I was going to say earlier is we need to get a clear card out of here. Pull my first clear. What if it was in this pack right now? Carlson will do. It'll do just fine. Clear cards are the only reason FBI buys hobby. Yeah, it's a big reason. This is something. I don't know what that is. It's definitely a bigger card, thicker card. What is it? Oh, it's a home run card. Okay. And it's Gleyber. I think Glaber's got some growth potential in the hobby too. People are down on Gleyber 1 year after he had like a ridiculous season. And he actually got unlucky last year. I looked into his underlying numbers and his BABIP was really low. Relatively low. It was under 300, which typically for like an elite player like that means you're getting unlucky. Like I remember when Cabrera had some BABIP issues, some low BABIP, and he was just getting unlucky. Dylan Carlson, or it means like the defense that's playing like against you is elite, or they're making plays that they normally wouldn't. Or that most teams couldn't. I'll answer that, Astro, if you can name me 5 rookies from this product. What's this? Oh, the orange schmancy. OC. Adam Plutko. Daniel, back-to-back Carlson rookie. Paying the play. Thank you, Daniel. This one is 130 out of 299. I noticed that like it's thinner. The numbering is thinner on these cards. Almost like they added these in at a different time. Or it was like a last-second rush. I think that would be more likely what happened. Like they were just pumping the presses trying to get these cards in there. Because the stamps on there are, I don't know what it is. They're a little, just like the stamp is thin. Are we going to forgive the Astros? Well, AJ Hinch is the new Tigers manager, so I'm going to have to, aren't I? Please don't spam the chat, Quentin. But hello. Hi. How are you? Johnny Bench. Favorite player right now, Tatis. And I can say that because he's been my favorite player since he was a prospect. So I get to give the generic answer. I don't know how generic that really is, but I know that a lot of people like him. Something. Is this our rainbow foil? I think it might be. Nate Pearson. Followed by Anthony Rizzo, rainbow foil. Going to Christopher. Yeah, I like Pete Rose a lot too, and Johnny Bench. I like them both. I've got that cool Pete Rose autograph plaque. There's another Casey Mize. I told you I'd get them both for you. Always coming through for you. The Stars in Service, John Lester. Soto. Not his best photo. Usually Soto takes amazing photos, but that one's not his best. Guess they can't all be winners. Willie! Mike's a Willie fan. Isn't Willie tearing it up? I hope I'm wrong. I hope I'm wrong about Willie. I hope he really is like a 360 hitter. Here's our hit, ladies and gentlemen. Looks like we've got a relic. Pache. Patriot Cards, how are you? I'm doing great. Zach likes that photo. Here we go. A relic of... Oh! Whoa! Whoa! That's numbered to 30! Auto! That is the best thing that we could have hoped for right there. This is a best case scenario outcome when we knew we were going to get a relic right there. I mean, maybe not the best case scenario, but... Where is my blade? I think I took my blade downstairs to operate on some cardboard. I'm gonna have to use Billy to slit this sleeve. There we go. Look at that thing. 16 out of 30. What is that? What color is that then? Is that like a platinum or something? We got to find out a little bit more about this. Let me get him in a top loader. I was going to Christopher G. Keep forgetting we have 3 Christophers right in a row, so got to specify. Let's look that up just a bit. Major League Material. Oh, man, the writing is so small on here. Help me out, guys. Major League Material, where are you? First of all. Oh, I found it. Major League Material. Relic. Auto Relic. Whoa. Major League Material Auto Relic 1 out of 9,123. If it's a platinum, it's not a platinum, is it? There's a black, a gold, a red. That might be a black, 1 out of 1,038. You think that's a black? Either way, rare. This one doesn't need much, man. It's a thin card. I just used a thickie, a regular thickie, 59 point. 16 out of 30. Go on, get some. Wilson Contreras. What a marvelous card. Favorite 2020 product? I like Bowman and Topps Chrome. 2020 Bowman straight up. And Topps Chrome. Actually, 2020 Bowman Draft is really good too. I like that a lot too. It might be Bowman Draft, actually, now that I'm thinking about it. But also Series 1. So I made a video of the top 10 releases of the year. You could go back and watch that. 2020 top releases of the year. It's informative. It'll help you make a decision. And the number one product of the year, based on the price at the time, which has gone up a lot, was Bowman Draft. But it was like Topps Chrome, Bowman Draft, Bowman. Series 1 was up there somewhere. Let me take a sip. It costs, to make your name green, Dylan, it costs all of $1.99. That'll get you 1 whole month of green. What have you ever bought for $1.99 that gets you a whole month of something? Can you even buy a candy bar for that price these days? We had this conversation the other day. It's like you can barely get a candy bar. And then you just consume it and it's gone. No residual value. Maybe you get a sugar rush. Another silver, Corey Seager. I called it a silver, but I guess it's called a rainbow foil. They should probably call it a silver foil, eh? Yeah, I like Stadium Club too. It doesn't hold as much value, but the photography alone is spectacular. That Stadium Club Chrome this year was really nice too. And the price of that's starting to creep up too, man. That's like $200 a box now. Captain Good Voice says Sugar Rush is a myth. But what about when Beast Mode would eat a handful of Skittles before football? Are you calling him a liar? Beast Mode? I mean, just look at that guy. There's no way he'd ever tell a lie. Scherzer. Yeah, the silver ones are good. They're on the, as far as parallels go, they're probably like the bottom parallel, but they're rare, especially this year. Go look up if you want to know what silver or what the rainbow foils could go for. Go look up a 2019 Tatis rainbow foil, PSA 10, and then come back to me with the price. That'll give you a little inside info on this, on the rainbow foils. All right, Astro. We don't need an Astro apologist in the chat. A revisionist, if you will. We all know what happened. They all had electronic buzzers surgically implanted in their skin, wirelessly connected to an entire grid full of fancy cheating technology. Everybody knows it. You're not going to rewrite history. Behind the supercomputer of cheating was a cyborg with artificial intelligence, the likes of which the common man has no idea even exists. Everybody knows it. Ooh, look at that. Fernando Tatis Jr. Haven't seen that yet. The tops through the years. Tatis, Bowman's best. Facsimile auto. The next best thing to a real auto. Looks quite off-center, though. As if it was worth... I don't know. I don't know what these cards are. Probably nothing, but... you can still judge it. Here we go. Zach wondering how to get into the breaks. Did I not pin that to the top? I don't think I did I? Let's do it again. If you want to get into the breaks... the best way to do it is to become a slammer, because I notify the slammers when I list the breaks so they can go buy it before the general public even knows it exists. There, now it's pinned to the top. Maybe it was before and I just didn't know it, but it is officially. All right, silver pack time. Seriously, Astro, nobody cares. We've all moved on. I think it's time for you to move on too. Unless you want me to bring out a whole bunch of cards that are hilarious. And we can go down that road again. I'm warning you. We have proof. Sixto. Rookie. Mojo. Votto. Yes. You asked for it. I might not have them handy. Always gotta have those cards handy. What did I do? Did I move them? I think I moved them. Oh no, here they are. You asked for it. We got time. Anybody want to see what a mutant looks like? The most horrifying thing that you've ever seen in your life. Are you ready? I'm going to drop it down from the top. It's not what you think. You're like, oh, Tatis. Dear God, the abomination. What an abomination to man. How and why, and we may never know. We've got proof. There's an official card by Topps made. It says Trash Can Brothers for life. I didn't know at the time what they were getting at, but now I do. There's another abomination. This one's even sicker than that last one. This one's just disgusting. You're like, oh, see, like we all know he's disgusting. Ah! Science has gotten out of control. They need to stop with this. More proof that the Astros cheated. Altuve, out of the horse's mouth. We cheat with cameras, buzzers, and trash cans. He didn't say anything about the implants under the skin and the AI. I kind of pieced that together myself. Christopher, thank you with the super chat. How about this one? Remember that? Everybody remembers that, right? Don't rip it off. Watch out for my buzzer. Everybody remembers that. Remember when Correa was just like, dude, they're on to us. Hide the can over there. You remember that? Yeah. He's serious. Look at his eyes. He's like, guys, there's someone sniffing around from the league. Get rid of the evidence. And then Altuve used to be good. I don't really know why all of a sudden he's not good anymore. Do you guys know why? No clue. Robert with the super chat. Thank you, Robert. And also, like, Aaron Judge, just what a powerful specimen, right? And Altuve has got some cojones, I'll tell you what. He straight up told Judge he stole the MVP from him. And Judge is being a kind soul. He's just a kind sweetheart. He let it slide. Although he's like, it's not on here, but he said, I could just crush you right now with one hand and one fist. Just boom, right into the ground. Like, remember Bugs Bunny and the Abominable Snowman? He just just pounds him right into the ground. And then more evidence. There's so much evidence that, I mean, do we even need to present it all? I don't think we need to present all of the evidence, but there's some more of it. Should we, how much? Astros is so butthurt. Oh, Astro, little Allie. I know it must hurt your soul to see all this evidence right in front of your face when you were spending all your time. You're spending so much time in the chat just like trying to defend them. Spending so much time. Wasting your time. Finally. Just, what more do you need? Fully admitting it. Fully admitting it. What signal? What could he be talking about? All right. Enough of that. Enough of that. Mookie Kikuchi. Mookie Kikuchi, ladies and gentlemen. All right. That was fun. On to the ripping. 2020 Bowman. Here we go. We're a little bit different around here. Something tells me Leighton's not going to do anything like that. Mookie Kikuchi, ladies and gentlemen. A round of applause. It's got such a nice ring to it. Where'd you go? Mookie. Flying away. Also, Kikuchi was a member of the Justice League. I don't know if you guys knew that. He tried to get in on it. They weren't having it. Although it would have probably made that movie better. Anything would have made that movie better. Here we go. Key Brian. Cunha. Keno. We're looking for that JD Chrome. Bobby Witt Jr. Aqua. Tate. That'd be spectacular. The Lou Bob. This girl's whispering. Escape. Dear. She's whispering. Escape. What do I think about the Brewers getting Jackie Bradley Jr.? Well, you know, it's always good to have a lefty. A lefty over there at Miller. You don't want too many lefties, obviously, but maybe he'll thrive. Maybe he'll thrive there. Pawson? Paper? Astro, you're kind of bringing me down a little bit, and I don't really like your attitude. So, if you could just change your tude a little bit, maybe talk about something else. How about Bobby Witt Jr.? What do you think about him? Give me a full scouting report on Bobby Witt Jr. Top to bottom. I mean, I know everything about Bobby. Shoe size, height, weight. If he's ever had any diseases. If he prefers blondes or brunettes. Trick question. He likes redheads. Grisham. Everything. I know everything about Bobby. In 5th grade, he once wrote a book report about the Cat in the Hat. He's a little underdeveloped. He was still writing book reports about the Cat in the Hat in 5th grade. And the teacher wasn't too fond of it because he's a very poor speller. Penmanship, not very good either. And he almost failed the 5th grade just because of that. That, and he was spending too much time out on the Little League field. He said, "Why do I need school? I'm going to be a major leaguer." Nobody believed him. And now he's laughing all the way to the bank. They're like, "You'll never live up to your dad's standards and reputation." He's going to prove them all wrong. That's what he says, at least. We'll see. We'll see. Went through puberty when he was 14 years old. Started to grow, got 4 inches of height. In between his 14 and 15-year-old age. Voice changed, got a deep, manly voice now. And before, it was really high-pitched and squeaky and squirrely. It was pathetic. Andrew Vaughn, number 28, Bowman Scouts Top 100. About that time, the ladies started to pay attention to him. And he to them. Old Bobby Witt Jr. took a stroll out to the batting cages, and he had himself a little crowd watching him. He was 16 years old. Dad went out there and said, "I bet you can't hit this heater." Whew. That was the first time he hit a home run off of his dad, 16 years old. He didn't know that he threw him a meatball on purpose. Wanted to build his confidence up a little bit. Adrian with the super chat. Thank you. Oh, Bobby Witt Jr. The tales I could tell you. Been scouting him since he was just a wee little lad crawling around on the floor. Picked up the baseball bat for the first time when he was 1.5. Bo Bichette. Swinging that T-ball bat around. He was never good enough to please his father, though. Not even now. Bobby Witt Sr.'s disgusted with the fact that he hasn't made the bigs yet. He's like, "Dad, we missed a whole season." It's unacceptable. It's like there's nothing I could do about it. I talked to Fauci personally. Tried to work out a deal. Didn't happen. What do you want from me, Dad? Bo. Lou Bob. Spanning the globe. Had a 4-hour meeting with Manfred. To no avail. Oh, I forgot about Corbin. Just for a moment, I slipped away. It's all right. Got a few more hours of mourning, and then it's over. But I still have some of his cards. Corbin, PSA 10s, that is. I think I've got a blue, sky blue. So it's not over yet. Joseph asking if I do MLB DFS. I certainly do. I won a GPP before. It's one of my favorite things. I can't wait till it starts up. I can't remember if it was $12,000 or $15,000 I won. First place, FanDuel. It's kind of, because I don't know. Probably should be able to remember, but I don't. But it was a lot. I'm quite good. Oh, wow. Man, is that a tough pull. These rookie autos are extremely difficult to pull, especially a parallel. Aquino. Man, that's a pretty card. You know what that reminds me of? My true blue Corbin Carroll that I sold today. Aquino. Serial number 004 out of 150. Look at that. Man, now I'm rooting for Aquino. Just because of this card. Adrian. Look at that. Unbelievable. Unstoppably gorgeous. Holy Moses is right. Look at that thing. I have not pulled. So I've opened up a lot of this, right? I have not seen a rookie auto. Not one. Look at that. Man, it's gorgeous. True blues are so pretty. And the red and the blue, you got two primary colors complementing each other nicely. Always got to take into consideration the color scheme. Woo! All right. Can't wait to start setting MLB lineups again. Best. Oh, yeah. MLB DFS is the king because anybody can go in and win. And game theory is so important, and most people have no idea what that even means. Most people that play probably barely, unless you've watched some of the talking heads discuss it, but even though you might know the word, you don't know the concept. I've spent a lot of time researching game theory with DFS. It can get you into trouble, but at least to have an idea of what it takes to win. What it takes to win. Because it takes a certain build. You have to build a certain way. And it can change day to day. It changes, but there are certain criteria that have to be met. You can't just put the best plays. You can't put the best plays in, all the best plays and win. It's impossible. Nixon, a new hitter. Welcome. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Just in time to see this beautiful speckle. Sparkly, speckly schmeckle. Ethan Hankins. Going to Cleveland. Oliver. Congratulations, Oliver. That one's numbered to 299. 217 of 299. Stacking is a big part of it. Yep. You can boil it down. You can get really simple. I mean, I could do like a freaking 4-hour stream of just talking about DFS theory and strategy. But yeah, stacking is important. And if you want to boil it down to the easiest way to win, or the theory of like what it takes to win, I'll put it that way. And just you can push aside so much of the nonsense about how do I choose the right players, and you find a team. If we're talking FanDuel, throw 4 players in there from the team. Don't get too deep, and 1 through 4 isn't always going to do it for you. I like doing the wraparound 9, 1, 2, 3 because the ABs, there's so much, but at bats are an important aspect. But you're gonna have to either find a player in the top 3 to 4 in the lineup that people don't have exposure to, like a great amount of exposure, or find a guy lower in the order. There's so much. It's like trying to boil it down and make it simple it's a task. But the lineup that I won with was a 3-2. What was it? It might have been 3-3-1-1 or 3-2-2-1. It wasn't a straight 4-4 stack. And I picked a weird first baseman that ended up crushing like a home run and getting like 4 RBIs. It was someone like, I can't remember who it was. First baseman for the Blue Jays like 3 years ago, I think it was, when I won. A Rosarina. No, this one's only got 1 auto, David. The hobby box. Yeah, and it doesn't, it's just pick the team that's going to score the most runs. So you go, okay, well, if I'm going to do a 4-4, that means I got 2 chances to pick the team that's going to score the most runs. And if you do pick the team that scores the most runs, and you have 4 of the players from that team, you've got a really good chance of at least placing in the money. if not winning the whole thing. And then your other guys, odds are they're going to do something. You don't want to completely strike out on your other 4-man stack, but if you do the two, so say there's 8 games, you got 16 teams. If you're doing 2 stacks, you have like a 1 in 8 chance of hitting it. Well, it's not really that simple, and it's not even that hard, because you're not like, you can right away swipe away like 3 or 4 of the teams that you don't want any part of. So your odds are better than 1 in 8, maybe 1 in 6, maybe 1 in 4, depending on all the teams that you get rid of. Lizardo. But then again, those teams that you're just swiping and you don't even want any part of them, they're going to be low owned. And if they end up going out producing 8 runs, which can happen at any given day versus any team, of course you don't want to throw a stack in against like DeGrom or a team that has a good bullpen necessarily. I mean, that's how you just get rid of that team. They're going against DeGrom. Get rid of that team. They're going against LA and they have a great bullpen. Get rid of that team. They're going against whoever's got like a really good defense. Because you just want to keep them moving, man. You want to keep that lineup moving. Turn it over. At bats, man. You want as many ABs as possible. Hidden gems, Jake Cave. But then again, everybody else is going to be doing that too. So you got to find a couple of spots, depending on the size of the field that you're playing. You know, if you're playing against like thousands of people, you're going to have to differentiate in a couple of spots. But you don't have to differentiate every spot. Like, you can be with the field. Most of your lineup can be with the field, but just maybe 2 spots. My general rule of thumb is 3 guys that are under 10% owned, but it's not a hard and fast rule. And if you can go 1 under 10 and 2 under 5 in a bigger field tournament, that's all you need. You don't need a 1% guy. Are you trolling, Marzi? Why would you come into the chat and say that instead of emailing it? That makes me think you're lying, which is a horrible thing to do. Oh, you are a little snake, aren't you? Pulled a Dominguez bomb first Bowman card from the blaster of Bowman. Did you check? Okay. You're really close to getting banned for life. I think I'm just going to ban you. Yeah. There you go. All right, we have an atomic. Someone who's trolling, Oscar. Or a child. Either way, they don't belong here. Tampa Bay first. Is it Nico? It is Nico Hulsizer. That's pretty sick. Atomic first. Gorgeous. Going to the Rays. Donald. Man, we didn't get a JD Chrome or a Bobby Chrome or paper even. What the heck? You got to weed your garden, NZ. You know? If you don't weed your garden, the whole thing gets out of control really fast. Yeah, it is. It's pretty much a sapphire. The 2019 sapphires looked just like that. 2020 sapphires added the blue. Always love an atomic. Julio, that's a good one. Top 100, Julio Rodriguez. Hot. Real hot right now. Fire. Trout. Any Jaron Durant's pulled? I think we might have pulled one. I don't remember though. All right, last pack. Can we get a Bobby or a JD out of here? How about just a simple? I mean, we have gotten a bunch of parallels already. What am I doing? Maybe a paper parallel out of here? Is it possible? We didn't get our traditional sky blue parallel, but we got the sparkle instead, which is a-okay. Luis Garcia. Noisy. Well, that's it. Let's check it out. Got the Victor Robles rookie. Verdugo rookie. This cool blue Mackenzie Gore, #1 prospects. Keston 150 stamp, rookie debut. Tatis rookie debut. Boom. Dylan Carlson SP, another boom. So we got some pretty nice booms, didn't we? Bobby Delbeck even, the gold. 1621. And this, man, we found a way. 16 out of 30. This thing's like 1 out of 1,000 something, right? I thought it was just going to be a regular relic and then auto, low number. But that might be, I don't know who the star of the show is, but that Aquino is sick. Yeah, true blue auto. And it looks centered too, man. That's centered. That's probably a gem. I hesitate to say that because you never know, but it looks really nice. Ethan Hankins to 299 and the Nico Atomic. First, Bowman. Good stuff. Good stuff. Cool. Well, slammers, hitters, everybody in the chat, I appreciate you all. This was fun. I'm going to do another one tomorrow. And another shout out. Hey, if the slammers, if you've gotten into a break this week, hold off on buying into the next one. I want to make sure that anybody who didn't get in, that missed on the trigger finger, has a chance. So just wait like 15, 20 minutes, something like that, before you buy in. If they're still available by then go ahead and pull the trigger. Appreciate you guys. Thanks for all the super chats. Thanks to all the new members. We'll see you soon. Thanks for watching. I will catch you all later.